All right, we're just gonna wait for like 5 more minutes. I just finished class and ready to read this new chapter. I saw this panel yesterday and I was so hyped. It's been like how long has it been since we've gotten a new stand design? Like, cause Wonder of You was even Wonder of You was like what, like 2 years or something? I don't know. I don't have the dates of the arcs memorized, but it's been a while. Yeah, like 2 years ago. Yeah. Late 80s. Okay. All right. I've only seen this panel in the preview, obviously. Um, I'm so hyped. I'm ready to see if what's going down. So, grandmother. I don't know if this is the name of the stand or like it's just cuz she's like the grandma, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Shot by Josuke's soap bubbles, Toru has been left in a desperate state. But then the grandmother of the Higashikata family, Higashikata Kato, appeared on the scene. Ooh. Having overcome the calamity, Soft and Wet has pierced the head doctor. Soft and Wet go beyond. Oh, he's going to Holly-san's room. Oh, this is unlucky. I guess at this point we just have to say that they're both gone. Man, that sucks. K really, Rocky really did K dirty. He reintroduced her and then she's gone. Let's hope they don't do the same to Kato. So yeah, aftermath of the fight. This is a cool panel right here. The hospital's here and the house is like somewhere over there. All right. Oh yeah, this is the preview. Kato-san. Kato's crying, looking at Toru. I know there's a ton of I know we've the community like has been talking about this for like a while. Like, oh, is Kato a rock human? Like, how is Toru related to her? I personally I don't even know anymore. Like, it could be anything. I am leaning more to like that she's not like directly related to Toru, as in like Toru's not her son, like obviously. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Inca no Mizame potatoes. I Araki's dialogue just hits different. What is this supposed to mean? I- Is this the name of her stand? Potatoes? Okay. Inca no Mizame potatoes. You peel and cut that variety of potatoes. If you deep fry them straight into cooking oil without any batter, you don't boil the Inca no Mizames. Once the deep frying is done, you toss them into a stew. That is a recipe I use for when I make cream stew. What? It, this never gets old, man. This never gets old. just Araki, like you're in the middle of a fight. Araki's like, let me tell you how I make let me tell you how I make stew. You know, all my readers out there, this is a great recipe. I've been living at an apartment I rented nearby, so I brought a full pot of cream stew I made over. It's my son's favorite, and yesterday Jobin told me he'd really like to have some again. Oh, 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 that's sad. I guess, I mean, yeah, I guess Jobin is really gone. Kato-san, don't go near him. His name is Toru. He's trying to touch his hand to you. You can't let him touch any part of your body. He's trying to do an equivalent exchange to heal his injuries. There's this new fruit called the new okakaka, and he just ate one of them. Anyone who eats one will undergo an equivalent exchange with the first one they touch, and it will fully heal any illness or wounds. Mama. Oh, they're still here. Mama, Mom, when did you get here? You kids, stay there. Don't come over here. I I just want to be with Jobin. I want to be by my son's side. He'll be lonely if he's alone. Oh, this is so sad. Like, no. This is so sad. Jobin, I guess that's it. I guess Jobin really is just dead. Man, such a good character. Karo-san, get away. Don't get near him. He's already lost. If you leave him alone, he'll just die. It'll be over. If you don't do anything, he's finished. There's nothing left he can do. He's reaching his hand out. Got the tools. Oh, no way, no way that in this next panel, if I see this dude stab Kato, I'm mad. How is he? Okay, whatever. Okay. He's a rock human and a stand user. I understand how you feel, Kato-san, but you need to get away from him. Atop the coastal cliffs. Okay. There is a rock atop some other rocks. Higashikata Kato-san. What that rock witnesses is only dreams and memories. Memories of the landscape from those scenic cliffs, clear skies, rainbows after storms, mist, the beacons of lighthouses, the, the migratory birds and gulls and glinia plants. This dude's sounding like Jeff Goldblum. Only those dreams remain. That which remains when it ends. Defeat or victory mean nothing to that rock on top of those cliffs. But what about the dreams and memories of all of you? What is this dude on? What do you all have left in the end of the dreams and memories of your family? Without his desires ever coming true, your precious eldest son is laying there in the hallway covered in blood, dead. Dosh. While she like dishes a card at him. Those are. She's throwing more cards. Space trucking. That is my stand's name. Space trucking. Space trucking. Space. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know that. I. Space trucking. I've heard of it before. I've heard of it before. I can't think of what band or like what like what band like this song is from like right off the top of my head. It I don't know. All right. Space trucking. That is the name of my stand. That is my stand's name. My card's ability. No, don't attack him. He's luring you over there on purpose. He's using your anger and sadness to his advantage. Don't fall for it. The wounds he received from Josuke are serious. He can't recover from that. But that rock human's ability is definitely still alive. His wonder of you. If you take his invitation, calamities will immediately attack you. You'll be on a one-way ticket to hell. Higashikata Kato-san. What was it? Deep purple? Deep purple? Okay, yeah. cool. I know the rumors about your past. 15 years ago, you killed some obnoxious boy for your eldest son Jobin's sake. Even though you atoned for your crime in prison, your husband Norisuke still will not give you forgiveness, even though you did it out of love. So what sort of memories do you have left now? Only of cruelty. None of the dreams Jobin held when he was alive were ever realized. Dude, this dude's spitting. This guy is spitting. Uh, so she dishes out another card. I mean, if Toru is baiting like the attack, he's doing it pretty well. Um, unless she's just like, oh no, I'm not really attacking you. I'm just messing with you. But we'll see. Halt. Gsha. Oh. So the card like crushes down. Oh no, she did it. Gsha. Oh no! Don't, Kato-san. She's just dishing out more cards. Gsha gsha. She's like pinning him. It's like pinning him. Yeah, like the knife or whatever is like going. Yeah. Is she like gonna like Pokemon track him into like her cards? That'd be kind of sick. Space trucking can hide things in a space between a card and another card. They may appear to be crushed, but they're just hidden. Okay, so she's not really attacking him. Ugh, you shouldn't be attacking him. Run or some calamity will come. You've got to get away from here now. Oh, Wonder View is here. Ah, the head doctor. He's here. You've got to get away from him, Kato-san. Get far away from him right now. How's this? Aren't I close? How do you feel? Do you want to touch me? I don't intend on attacking you. Right now, I just use those cards to keep your arms and legs from moving and keep you pinned to the floor. Okay, okay. Right now, I am explaining, for your sake, about the contents of my stand ability. That new Rokakaka, I heard about how its branch was grafted onto that potted plant from my son Jobin. I already know about it. I know it can fully heal injuries through equivalent exchange. She has no will to attack. Higashikata Kato. Could it be you have some other aim? A different goal from the one I'm talking about? Why did you show yourself here in this garage in the first place? Why did you come over here? Goal. My goal is already decided. This is a cool panel. My goal is already decided. I've decided what I'm going to do before that. I'm just gauging something. I'm gauging which way we're going to go. Which way we're going to go. Oh, something's... Imagine if this is a rock animal. Kato-san. Higashikata Kato, your stand. You have something between the cards of your stand, don't you? What do you have in there? Oh, he's panicking. Wonder View. What is that? Is that like a needle or something? Go go go. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen here. It'll be ironic if she like dishes out like a rock animal and it's like the potatoes. She kills Toru with potatoes. That'd be kind of gruesome. Deep fried Toru. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep going. I don't know what this is. Looks like a needle or something. What? This has got to be like a flashback then, right? No way this dude is actually alive. Okay. Well, okay, we'll just keep we'll just keep reading. If he's back, I okay. Okay, I guess these are cufflinks then. Little Speed King cufflinks. That's kind of cool. Ah, damn it. Jobin, Come here. Let me help you with those cuffs. Turn your sleeve this way. A little mom and son moment. Dear, there's something bothering you, isn't there? There's something you can't make a decision about. Huh? No? Ugh. Hey, Joven, pull yourself together. Don't be hesitant. Can you really enjoy a summer vacation like that? Come now. Your mother knows. Save your whimpers for later. For now, tell mom what you're hiding. Okay, he closes the door, shuts the window. This is something no one else knows about. I'm sure of it. Right now, anyway. I'm sure before long someone is going to come. An enemy will come to us. This Miyama stag beetle, the one on the top shelf, until last night it had a broken mandible. Until this morning. That right mandible was broken to pieces. I'm certain it had no right mandible. Mandible. Mom, please look. At what's inside this top shelf compartment. This Hercules was in there with it. Okay. The broken lost Miyama's mandible was replaced. It's been healed. And the face of what was once a healthy Hercules has part of it missing. It performed an exchange with the Miyagi's mandible on the cellular level. In other words, by exchanging it for the Miyagi's mandible, the Hercules face ended up like this. Jobin, this is... Look at the lower shelf. Oh, that's the plant. So, this is the thing that Mamazuka Rai, Josuke, everyone else is after. That's how this injured mandible was fixed. You have branches growing on your lower shelf? So then, on the shelf above it, are you telling me that this potted plant and these branches are it? I got my hands on it during the orchard fire and hid it here. It's the graft of the new Rokakaka Mom. Most likely, this Miyama stag beetle sucked up some of the sap from the skin of the branch that had been jutting out of the lower shelf. It's a perfect equivalent exchange. It just happened to do an exchange with the healthy Hercules that was on the same shelf. The grafting was a success. New Rokakaka. Grafting. But I can't keep it in here in this cabinet any longer. I want to hide it somewhere safe. Where do you think would be best? If we attempted to bring it outside, I'm sure it would get found out. The branches. Ah. Jobin, I'd like to clarify what you just said. This equivalent exchange, you got your hands on this new Rokakaka branch and grafted it, yes? That's right, Mom. And it succeeded. The Miyagi stag beetle's injury is all better. What about the fruit? Shouldn't there be a fruit growing from the new Rokakaka branch? That's still to come. We got the branch, that's all we need. Once it grows, we'll get our hands on the fruit, and seeds as well. This fire you mentioned. This fire in our orchard? Yes, that's right. Everyone else thinks the branch was lost in the fire, and I can't let them know it wasn't. I'm certain it looked like this person named Poor Tom had the branch with him, and he's dead now. But there are enemies out there that aren't, and I'm sure those enemies will eventually come to this house to look for the branch. They'll come to where I am. Let me ask you one more time. You obtained this branch alone? Mom, the truth is, there's one other person. It's me and Tsurugi. Tsurugi also knows about the branch and the fire. This whole event has been really hard for him, and he's already 11 years old. He might be getting to his limit. Is it a good idea for me to be keeping this potted plant in this house? Maybe if I'm going to grow it in secret, I'm better off hiding it somewhere else? What should I do? That's what I've been stressing about. Maybe I should tell Dad about the plant. Oh, slaps him across the face. I told you to make up your mind, didn't I, Jobin? You're going to get through this on your own. You can't let your father know about this. Absolutely not. That man is against the idea of equivalent exchange. If you told him, it's certain that some enemy would find out. He still hasn't forgiven me for what happened 15 years ago. But just until even a single fruit grows from that branch, with that fruit, we'll secure the prosperity of our family. It goes without saying that your family's good fortune outweighs ethics. Set your mind on that. Huh. There's so much like dialogue and like things happening. Like, this is crazy. Jobin, You've done a fine job to climb as high as you have. I'm incredibly proud of you. Just a little further. The Higashikata family must break the curse that has been on it since the time of our ancestors. So she dishes out the cards. Dash dash dash. Oh, so this is like the hiding like of the. So that's how the stand works. Okay. If a time comes when you want to hide the potted plant, this should suffice. For now, continue to grow it in this room, Jobin. Okay. I thought she somehow like made a duplicate or something and like kept the real one in the cards, but okay, I was wrong. She was just like showing him. So what is that? Is this really just like a rock insect? Okay. Well, the sweet mother son time. Now Jobin's dead. Unlucky. What is between those cards? My family's curse. My family's curse. My family's curse. And now you will undertake all of this. Good. Oh, 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 oh. What? She put Sarugi in the cards? Oh. Well, well, this is Kato-san's goal. She came to the garage for Tsurugi-chan to do an equivalent exchange. It's all to break the curse. Oh. Oh, this chapter was so good. There so much like got explained. Is Ion Star still in chat? Is Ion Star still in chat? Yeah. Hey, man. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? Do you think how do you feel about Kato coming back like this? Hey, listen. It's got to be better than Kato coming back and just dying, right? This is insane. I mean, you were right about Kato coming back. I think we were all like expecting her to come back. 'Cause like, Araki doesn't forget. We know that. Um, yeah. I mean, like, it's the same argument with Jobin, right? Like, is he like? I mean, he's dead. He's dead. But like, before we knew that, like for sure, like people were like, is he the main villain? And like, I never thought like he would be like. I don't know. It's so hard to say because from a storytelling standpoint, he, like in my eyes, he could be the main like villain, like air quote villain, but he's not. I don't know if he's like a evil character. Like Jojolion is so good because like it's just so morally gray and like realistic because like yeah, like from Jobin's point of view, like he would do this. And like from Kato's point of view too, like a lot of people say like, oh, she's like evil. It's not Jobin's fault. She manipulated Jobin to be like messed up in the head or whatever, and because Kato's the real evil one. But like this is not like this line right here, like from a writing standpoint, it's not like it's just so good because you don't get like a clear like, oh, this is the evil character or like this is the purely good character. Like Josuke has his moments when you're like, yikes, man, like what are you doing? um and like right here, like see, of course this is like from a moral compass standpoint, this might be, some people might think this is like, that's kind of messed up, like you're gonna put your family before like ethics. But like from their standpoint, right, like it's a family like deal, like a family tradition, like a cursed tradition, and they want to break it from Kato and Jobin's point of view, they want to break it. Like, why would they keep the curse, right? From Norisuke's point of view, he's like, I mean, if it doesn't hurt anyone else but people in the family, might as well keep the curse. Like, none of them are wrong per se. It's just they have different like methods of like dealing with it, and like that's really interesting. So I can never like I could never like get totally on board with calling either of them like evil, um, or really like the main antagonist. So like, yeah. Do you really think the curse is going to be resolved with Kato killing more people? Uh, I don't think she's gonna kill more people. She's just exchanging with Toru, isn't she? This is like smart. This is honestly a smart move, and like it's the whole chapter is like so sad, especially with this Jobin flashback. You see that she really cares about like her family. It's not just like a. It was kind of vague before, like whether it was like I just want the money, so I'm gonna pretend to care about you guys, but like no, she like really cares about her family. Jobin the most, obviously, but I don't doubt that she like care. I don't doubt that she also cares about the rest of the family, like Daya and like yeah. And of course she cares about Tsurugi. Otherwise, why would she do this? Because I mean, Tsurugi is her like grandson. Like this is so heart wrenching because like she had to choose between like in theory, right? She had to choose between uh like saving Jobin or what is it? Saving Jobin or saving Tsurugi, and she chose to save Tsurugi, and that's just I that's a hard choice, and that is probably the right choice. That because that's probably what Jobin would have wanted. Man, this is like so good. This is so good. And I know some people were complaining last chapter. They're like, "What? Toru ate the fruit? What was all the hype about then? You just wasted two fruits on Yasuo and Toru?" And like, I mean, no. Like this is the perfect way to like come around to it. So now Tsurugi's gonna equivalently exchange with Toru. And I'm assuming that Tsurugi's just gonna be healed then. Or actually, we don't know because we've only seen the new fruit in action like two or not even two times, like one time, like on its own. Without any walleye stuff, we've only seen the new fruit in action like one time. I'm pretty sure, like just the fruit, and that was with Yasuo and Joshu. Yasuo lost her arm. She ate the fruit. She touched Joshu. She got her arm back, and Joshu lost his. No fusion, no nothing. But like Toru is like on the verge of like death, like pretty much, and he's a rock human. And Tsurugi has like the rock curse, and it looks like he's also like on the verge of succumbing. So yeah, honestly no clue what's gonna happen. I don't know if it obviously will favor the one with the most injuries, right? Like I'm assuming. So like I mean then again Toru is a rock human, right? He's not a human, so we don't know. Like we just don't know. There's no precedent for a rock human using any fruit. Like so I mean, okay. Obviously, right? There's like two things that can happen. One, it works, like, ooh, Tsurugi's healed and then Toru like gets the curse and either dies or somehow like just gets even more wounded. Or it could be like, oh, Tsurugi, like it doesn't work fully or something, and since it's equivalent exchange, like maybe there's like Tsurugi gets some like rock human stuff on his end, and like a new breed, like a hybrid breed is formed. Like this would be the way. Like this would be the way. Like the hybrid of rock human and like human, um, like life form would be born. Like a silicon carbon life form. This would be the way. Because you can't like there was that like whole we know this, right? There was that whole like diagram and like all that. They're like, oh, they can't mate or whatever, like it only works like one way, and like there's no documented cases or whatever. This would be like the new way to to have that. So yeah, I mean, we don't really know. I wouldn't. I mean, I mean, if you want to, like, from a storytelling standpoint, you probably don't want this to work like smoothly, because then you'll be like, oh, it like worked somewhat, and there's still an issue, and so you can like have more conflict and like resolve issues with like Kato and like the Higashikata family. But I mean, who knows, right? I guess I'll lean towards the side of probably something will not go wrong per se, but something unexpected will happen. The exchange will happen, but like maybe an unexpected result will occur. Since Tsurugi does have Paper Moon King, we don't know how this like will affect. I mean, it's just so hard to call because we've never had a rock human use this. We have never had like a rock human interact with the new fruit and a human before, so we can't just say like, because we know when Yasuo and Joshu used it, the stands weren't affected, right? The stands were not affected, and it was a simple healing like switch. But it if it's a rock human and like a human like with the curse, like we just don't know. I can't say. Like I can't say like, is it possible that Tsurugi stand gets like affected? Probably. I mean, we don't know, right? So the flash forward still has to occur. Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, like tell me how, right? Tell me how tell me how they're gonna deal with all that property damage. Like, no way Joshu gets up from his like concussion, like his 10 concussions that he's gotten, and be like, all right, boys, we're fixing it up. We got Nut King Call here. We're fixing that shit up. But I mean, I don't know. This is like this is so good. This is so good. I haven't even talked about like the art in this chapter, because you know, like I haven't even talked about like the stand design. Let me go back to like the page with this one. What is that, bro? This is such a unique design. It's like it immediately reminds me of Blue Hawaii because of the shape of the body. And if any of you have seen Evangelion, it reminds me of the third angel, Sakiel or whatever his name was, the bird beak one. Like it's like the body shape is like exactly the same. Especially with this bit right here, it reminds me of like that bird beak. What is that? Is this like a visor? Because if it is, that's so cool. I hope that's a visor and not a mouth. If it's a visor, that looks so cool. I think that's gotta be a visor then, because this is like the mouthpiece. Yeah. What is that? What was that like old movie? Like they came from outer space or some shit. Um, they came from no, not they came from outer space. What was the fucking? Okay, I don't remember this movie like off the top of my head, but someone in chat will probably know. It's a sci-fi film, and I'm pretty sure it's old, but like in the reboot or whatever, there was a like giant robot. Um, I just remember this scene. There was a giant robot that the head looked exactly like this with like the visor, and like I think at the end of the movie, the robot like turned like into like nanomachines and started eating like everyone. I don't know what that movie. I don't know. I forgot what the movie's called, but if anyone knows, like, no, not Pacific Rim. My stand's name is Space Trucking. So that's a Deep Purple song. Uh, Space Trucking. Got the king in there. Got the king in there, boys. Remember, kids, Josuke's real stand is King Crimson. War of the Worlds? It might have been World of the Worlds. I don't know. I'll make a tweet about it when I find it. It's not too important. Let me just look at this art. What do you The visor looks like a heart shape on the cover, if I recall. Let's see. That that I mean, I don't know. All I mean, we only have like two shots of it, right? We don't know for sure. Um, there's this one. See, that looks like a mouth, but it could also be a visor. I mean, I think it might be too low to be a visor. I think it's got to be a mouth. Um, I mean, it's still cool. Like either way, I'll be drawing it. Although drawing the card pattern will be kind of a bitch. this 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 dialogue right here. This dialogue right here is really okay. Let's reread this. Okay, cause like we gotta go back and reread. So Toru's picking up like the knife or whatever. He says, atop the coastal cliffs, there is a rock atop some other rocks. Okay. Higashikata Kato-san, what that rock witnesses is only dreams and memories. Memories of the landscape from those scenic cliffs. Clear skies, rainbows after storms, mist, the beacons of lighthouses, migratory birds and gulls, blah blah blah. Only those dreams remain, that which remains when it ends. Defeat or victory mean nothing to that rock on top of those cliffs. But what about the dreams and memories of all of you? And then he talks about like in the end, like what dreams and memories you have, and he's like, only cruelty, because you, whatever. But I don't. I mean, obviously, right? He's a rock human. He's talking about rocks. Um, I don't think this is obviously like symbolic of something. I don't think the rock he's talking about is him, because he didn't. He's not. He wasn't born from atop a cliff. Um, I also don't think this is like. I don't think this is like the meditation pine or whatever. I don't think it's that. I'm pretty sure this literally is just him like connecting with like the nature side of things, because rock humans are more like nature tuned, or like yeah, like in tune with nature. Um, there's a rock atop some rocks. I mean, there are stories like in like folk lore, right, or like mythology of the we all know my boy Sun Wukong, right? Born atop a mountain. He was a rock, and then one day the Buddha blessed it or whatever, and he like came out the rock, and he blessed all four directions, and then he became OP. Yeah, we all know that story, right? Um, what that rock witnesses is only dreams and memories. I remember in like the Toru flashback chapter, he was also talking about like, oh Yasuo-chan, I don't want to hurt you. I only want to keep your like memories. Like all that remains will be memories after you die. Like whatever. Memories of the landscape. Like, only those dreams remain. That which remains when it ends are those dreams. Defeat or victory mean nothing. This is I think this is like packed dialogue. Um hmm. Um I remember saying it was I either tweeted about this or I said it in a previous stream, or maybe I didn't like make this public at all and I was just talking to some friends, but I think I've said that um Toru's biggest like, not weakness, but like his like, no, not motivation either, but like a driving force. Okay, like one of the driving forces that he has is that like, this is kind of speculation, but not really, because based on context clues. But like he really wants a connection to someone, and as a rock human, like he can't have that. Like he doesn't know like what it's like to be a human, and like have like grow up like normally, right? Have a childhood and all that. Like he only like he like siphons like those experiences from other people, like Yasuo. Um, so maybe that's why I'm assuming that's why he's so like he cares so much about dreams and memories, because the dreams are the dreams that he's dreaming, and he can never have those things that he sees in his dreams, like like a normal life maybe. Um, and memories are obviously like the maybe the fun times he had with Yasuo, or like from a twisted point of view, like him manipulating her for like what, like 18 years. um uh, um he I mean, he could be using this rock to just symbolize himself, or like just maybe his general like ideology. Like, um, defeat or victory mean nothing to that rock. All that the rock like sees is dreams and memories. So yeah, maybe this is just him talking about himself, like third person. Like, although that is weird because the defeat or victory mean nothing, because he obviously cares a lot about winning and like getting like one upping like our main cast and getting the fruit. Like besides that, he did say like once he got the fruit he would just leave. But I mean that is like winning, so I don't know what he's on about here. Maybe this is more like general, like he means like in the end I don't really care or something. I don't know. I don't know. Um. And then he's like, or this could just be him like taunting Kato, and him being like, look at me, I am literally like a foot in the grave, and like I don't really care, and I have all these like good like memories and all that, right? All these peaceful memories. He's like talking about here, clear skies, whatever. And then he's like, what about you? You might win here. I mean, I don't know. You might win, but you'll never be happy because your family hates you. Like he could just be saying that and like taunting, but like we don't know. We don't know. I'm still waiting for a full like Toru POV like chapter. That would be really cool. Um, but yeah. So he gets pinned, and then the equivalent exchange. This flashback like really, I think it really sets in that Kato really is not like main villain. Like I know it's a meme. Like, oh, is she main villain? Is she not? She's really not like she's not main villain. But I mean, I'm not opposed, and I won't be surprised if at the end it's we get like a sort of like confrontation between Kato and like our cast and Josuke. Not a fight. I don't think it'll be a fight. It'll be a confrontation, like just talking, like talking it out and like resolving their issues with Kato. I will not be surprised if that happens, but that doesn't mean like she's like main villain. That doesn't mean she's like AU Diego, like, oh, it's the final fight. Like, no. No. AU Diego was not the main villain. We're not gonna get like an AU Diego fight with Kato, because I don't see that happening. I really don't see it happening. Um, and like, yeah, she's not main villain. She's back, and she's a good character, which is good because Araki doesn't forget. Um, there are ways I feel like Araki could have probably introduced Toru earlier and linked him more with the story, but it doesn't really detract too much from Jojolion, if you get what I'm saying. Because first half Jojolion was all about Josuke and like who he is. Second half was all the rock human stuff with the fruit. Yeah, I mean, obviously it would have been cool, right? If like, oh, like a little like Toru like silhouette was in like the distance or whatever. But like we didn't really need that. It's still good. You can still make the connections in your head. I know some people don't like that. They're like, well, you're just adding on to the story. You didn't plan this. But I mean, I don't see an issue with this. And I don't think like Kato is like being brought back for no reason. Like this makes sense, right? Like Araki doesn't need to show you like every like living second, right? Because this flashback obviously happened sometime in between the fights, and like there was no reason for him to show this until like now. And that doesn't mean like Kata was out of the story. Like, this is like a real time. So, I mean, yeah, Jojolion's like really good for like this type of storytelling. Obviously different from all the other series where it's mostly like chronological. You just go through, you fight, and then you win or you lose or something. But this is like really special. 10 years, 10 years, 10 years, boys. Um, yeah. Obviously, right? There's argument to be made that they're not the most morally correct, whatever that means, right? To begin with, like you wouldn't you wouldn't put your family first, right? Like that's the argument. Like for me personally, like Jobin is a character like I sympathize with a ton. The Day the Earth Stood Still, yeah, Bears. That's the movie with the big robot that looks like her stand. Um, yeah. I mean, this just promotes good discussion like among like readers. There's no like clear cut like, oh, she's evil, like I hate her, or like I hate Job and he's like so evil. Like no, it's like more, it's way more like vague. So at the end, I just really wish there is a discussion on like what happened, like because a lot of our cast is gone, right? From the Hikage side, a lot of the important members are gone. We don't know what's going on with Tsurugi. Kato is probably will be alive at the end. Um, they're going to have to talk it out. Like th- I'm assuming they'll have a talk about like selfishness, right? Like Josuke's perspective, it's like you're selfish for like wanting the fruit to like save only your family or whatever. And then like from like the Higashikata side with Kato and Jobin, they're like you're selfish for just wanting it to save your like brain dead mom. Like our family has been suffering for like centuries. Like you're literally like a miracle. Like you weren't even supposed to be alive. Like you're the selfish one. So good discussion. It's like yeah, like if Jobin was alive, he'd probably say like, "I want my son to live. Why is that so wrong? Like, what's wrong about that?" Yeah. So this is just really good. It promotes like good discussion. I really I really think it's I really think it's this might like compared to Steel Ball Run, right? Like reading this, like seeing how the conclusion is going, it's like way more. You know what? I can't even compare it to Steel Ball Run because Steel Ball Run is more of the uh Steel Ball SBR is more of the grandiose like like hero or anti-hero versus like villain like fight, and it's really 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 good. And I think Jojolion is Araki's take on a more like, I'm hesitant to say realistic, but it is a, I'll use realistic for now, but like it is a more like air quote realistic way of like conflict, or characters, like that he is like written in here. Obviously, Jojolion has his flaws, right? We got characters that like do their shit and then they like leave, or they don't leave, but they're just in the background, kind of like Daya and Hato. Like they did their arc and then they're just kind of there. Kay like did her arc and then she just died. Mamazuku, rest in peace. Mamazuku deserved better. Mamazuku deserved better. Um, but yeah, and Toru, I just feel like Toru's motivation changed like three different times for some reason. I mean, in the end, it's like I guess it's all the same, but I hope we do get like one more chapter with him at least, like elaborating more, like his POV. But you know, we'll see. We will see. This is the conclusion that like I've been waiting for. This is so good. Seeing Jobin like for like probably the last time, because he really is gone, I think. And I think it would devalue him if like Araki did some stuff where he was like, "Oh no, I have like the juice, like at the hospital, I have the juice, we can bring him back." That would be kind of, Yeah, I mean, I would be fine with it, but like, it would just be kind of like you should have left him. Should have left him dead. But yeah, um, I think that's it today. I think that's the stream. Thank you guys for coming. I hope everyone enjoyed the reading and like the discussion. New chapter was so good. The art is so good. Araki, don't miss. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. I'll be drawing some of the scenes from the chapter. I'll be drawing Kato on her stand. Kato is kind of hard to draw for me. I'm gonna keep it honest. But I'll try my best. Um, and yeah, uh, I post my drawings on Twitter. You know, you can follow me there. Links in the description. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it, boys. Chapter 107, Jojolion. All right, thank you guys for coming, and yeah, have a good day. Take care. Stay safe.